All right, folks, welcome back to News One Now. Again, just an update, folks, on the Las Vegas story we led with at the top of the show. More than 50 people are dead, nearly 200 are wounded as a result of a mass shooting, the largest mass shooting in American history. The suspect, Joseph Paddock, 64 years old, he is dead. Also, the woman who they were looking for, Mary Lou Danley, apparently she has been captured as well. And so we'll have more details on that. Let's go to Fit, Live, Win. We always talk about this on Monday. And one of the issues we're dealing with is African Americans and type 2 diabetes. Many folks will have it and don't even know it. According to a new study, 650,000 black folks that may have been undiagnosed type 2 diabetes. That's because a genetic variant found only in African Americans reduces the accuracy of the test used to detect diabetes. About 11% of black folks have that genetic variant. Let's go to our guest in Los Angeles, Nurse Alice Benjamin. Nurse Alice, how you doing?
I'm doing well. Good morning, Roland.
You're faint there, so I need to let's fix your audio. And so let's speak about this. When we talk about the numbers, it's amazing that folks would have it and don't know it. Is it because they're not being properly tested?
Well, yes, because what this study showed is they looked at the variant G6PD. Like you said, 11% of African Americans have it. When those folks would go to their doctors and have their blood sugars checked, that hemoglobin A1C artificially underestimates the glucose level. So therefore, African Americans are going undiagnosed. And when they finally do get diagnosed, it's because it's completely out of control. And that's why when they are diagnosed, we often suffer more long-term complications.
And what should we be doing? And first of all, what ages as well? Because there are a number of folks who are very young who are testing for type 2 diabetes.
Right. So there are a variety of ways to check for diabetes. This hemoglobin A1C is just popular because it's a one-time test, and it gives us an average of what your blood sugar has been for 2 to 3 months. That's why providers like it. Now, there is such a thing as a fasting glucose. So you don't eat for 6 to 8 hours, and we check your blood sugar, right? And you've seen people with monitors who check their blood sugar. That's just a snapshot, a moment in time, which is why providers like the hemoglobin A1C. It gives us an average. So if you do have G6PD, you may have to do the other form of testing, the fasting glucose, and come in more often. So it's a little more tedious, but it's accurate and it's what you need.
When we talk about symptoms, first of all, how do we even know someone may have it? Is it detected?
No, so no one knows that they have G6PD unless they've gone to get tested. You generally don't have any symptoms, and people live natural, normal lives. And it's actually the G6PD variant doesn't cause too many problems other than what we know now with this glucose, underestimating our glucose level. So if you are African American, you need to go to your next appointment, and when you're getting checked for your blood sugar, ask them to simultaneously check you for this gene. And if you do have this gene, moving forward, you need to make sure that your blood sugar is monitored in an alternate method than the hemoglobin A1C.
Obviously, diabetes is huge for us. Obviously, obesity plays a huge role in that as well. And so what do you say to folks in terms of, even if they don't have it, what they should be looking out for?
Well, diabetes is prevalent in the African American community, and we have nearly 2/3 of the people who have diabetes didn't even know that they had diabetes. So you need to look for subtle symptoms. So you might be urinating more, a little more hungry, a little more fatigued, a little more jittery. So they're very subtle symptoms, so you may not know. But if you have a family history and an African American, you should definitely make sure that this is incorporated in your annual wellness appointments and get checked, because many people don't know that they have diabetes. And if you have pre-diabetes or the sugar or a touch of sugar, if it's not treated, it will eventually, within 5 years, become full-blown diabetes, and that's something we want to prevent.
All right, then, Nurse Al, we surely appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, thank you very much. All right, folks, coming up next on News One Now, we'll talk with Kenneth Whalum about his new album, Broken Land, and he's not playing the saxophone. What the hell? That's next, News One Now, TV One.